Everything is bigger in Texas. In other words, the state of Texas has got many different things to offer. Hence, coming up with a plan to travel all the way to Texas would not be something that you will regret about. It is a state that offers something for everyone. In other words, Texas is filled with diverse museums, prominent historical attractions, breathtaking countrysides, suburban shopping malls, and pristine city parks. On top of that, you will also be able to taste numerous amazing dishes, including mouth-watering barbecue when you are in Texas. Before you travel all the way to Texas, it is better if you can plan your tour accordingly. That's where we thought of offering a helping hand by sharing a list of things that you need to know before you travel to Texas. Keep these facts in mind, and you will be able to end up with getting the best experience as you explore Texas. 1. Check if you can travel to Texas without a passport. The very first thing you should do is to check and confirm whether you will be able to travel to Texas without a passport. If you are currently living within United States as a tourist, or if you are a citizen of the country, you don't need to possess a passport. In other words, you can easily travel to Texas without a passport. There are multiple options available for you to travel to Texas. No matter what option you select, you will be able to travel without a passport. In case if you are a foreigner who is spending time in the country, it is still better to keep the passport along with you. If you wonder, can I travel to Texas without a passport, you will be able to. However, you might be checked at the airport or on your way by the border control officials. In such instances, it would be easy to just provide the passport and show that you have a valid visa, or you are legitimate to spend your time within the country. If you can do that, you will not have to face any issues. The next thing you should worry about is, can I fly to Texas without a passport? If you are taking a domestic flight, there is no need to carry a passport along with you. That's because you will be coming into the state through a domestic terminal. Hence, your passport will not be checked at all. However, you will need to bring the passport when you are coming from another international destination. Depending on your passport, you will need to obtain visa before you enter into Texas. In fact, you should have a valid visa to enter into the United States. Now you know answers to the question on do you need a passport to go to Texas? Keep these facts in mind and come into Texas accordingly. Then you will never have to deal with any challenges when you are trying to get into the state. Greater than read, camping near Austin, 20 amazing locations greater than. Greater than read about the 5 best RV parks in Austin. 2. Travel Texas by train. The state of Texas has an excellent railway system. Hence, most people who come to the state prefer to go ahead and travel by train. Texas is a massive state. Hence, driving might not be the most convenient option to consider, especially when you are traveling long distances. In all such instances, you can think about traveling by train. It will provide a comfortable and convenient experience to you. Passenger trains are quite popular in the state of Texas for many decades. As of now, you will be able to see how the trains that provide transportation facilities to you in Texas are equipped with refurbished cars, which are offering a comfortable and smooth ride. Along with that, you can experience the historic and rustic feel as well. You might even feel like you are traveling back in time. To get the best experience of riding in a train within Texas, you should travel from Rust to Palestine and come back. There are train stations in all the major cities and metropolitan areas of Texas. You will be able to reserve your train tickets either online or by visiting the train stations. This will be a cost-effective method available for you to travel and explore the state at your preferred pace. Greater than read, biggest lakes in Texas, top 20 greater than. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than learn about the largest natural lake in Texas. 3. Texas travel laws. There are some essential travel laws, which you need to keep in mind while you are exploring Texas. If you can keep those laws in mind, you will be able to overcome challenging situations that you may have to face as you explore the state. One of the most important travel laws that you will need to keep in mind is the speed limit. The speed limit when traveling in Texas would range from 25 miles per hour to 80 miles per hour. You will be able to see the speed limits marked along the road. You should keep an eye on them. It is also possible for you to find those details on the internet. Before you hit the road, it is better if you can get yourself familiar with the speed limits. Then you can make sure that you are not violating any of the speed limits. There are multiple toll roads located within Texas as well. They will be able to provide a convenient and quick travel experience as you continue to explore the city. Make sure that you understand the laws related to traveling in toll roads before you enter into them. Texas has a highway system that extends up to 80,000 miles. Alongside the roads, you will be able to see traffic signs. Some of the most prominent traffic signs out of them include caution areas and speed limits. You will need to develop the habit of strictly adhering to them as you travel. Then you will be able to refrain from encountering numerous challenging situations as you explore Texas. Greater than read, 20 best weekend trips from Dallas that you will never forget. Greater than learn about the La Cantera Hill Country Resort. 4. Texas nature. There are numerous natural wonders available within the state of Texas to explore. You should be spending most of your time to explore those natural wonders. Then you can end up with getting a fascinating experience as you are in the state. One of the most prominent natural attractions that you can find in Texas is the Hamilton Pool Nature Preserve. This is also known as Dripping Springs. This natural attraction is so fabulous, and it is attracting tourists from all parts of the world. You will be able to see a stunning view of the cave, which is paired with green-colored waters, cypress trees, and the limestone cliffs. There are some fascinating beaches available for you to explore as you are spending your time in Texas as well. One of the most prominent beaches out of them is Padre Island National Seashore. In fact, you can think about calling this as a popular hotspot among the spring breakers. If you are looking forward to unwinding yourself, it is worthy to come all the way to this beach. It offers natural beauty at its best to you. If you can come to the Padre Island National Seashore on a sunny day, you will be able to have a great time by soaking under the sunshine. There are numerous water sports available for you to try as you are spending your time in here. If you are an outdoor enthusiast, Texas is offering something for you as well. All you have to do is to think about visiting Palo Duro Canyon. This is the largest canyon that you can find within the state. Due to the same reason, it is called as the Grand Canyon of Texas as well. You can find numerous outdoor adventures to engage with as you are exploring Palo Duro Canyon. Another great thing about blending with the nature of Texas is that you can explore a large number of national parks. In fact, there are over 10 popular national parks available for you to visit and explore in the country. Out of those national parks, Big Bend National Park is holding a prominent place. This massive national park is covering an area of over 800,000 acres. You can even call this as one of the largest national parks you can find in the entire country as well. There are multiple hiking trails available for you to explore in the national park because of its massive size. Greater than read, 5 amazing Texas fireworks shows with mouth-watering BBQs. Greater than learn about the South Padre Island fireworks. 5. Texas travel quotes. Before visiting Texas, it is better if you can get to know about some of the most popular travel quotes used by people who live within the state. Then you will figure out how awesome Texas is as well. Here are some of the most popular travel quotes among people who live and travel in Texas. Everything in Texas is best. I'm from Texas, and that's what I am. And I will go to Texas. Texas is so big that. Texas is the obsession. These are some of the most popular travel quotes that you will need to keep in mind as you explore Texas. As a traveler, you may keep them in your mind and continue to explore the state. You will come across numerous instances where you can relate your travel adventures to the travel quotes. Greater than read, Texas Outdoor Family Camping Workshops, Top 5 Ultimate List. Greater than learn about the Texas Outdoor Family Leadership Training at the Bastrop State Park. 6. Texas road conditions. If you are planning to explore Texas by road, you should be aware of Texas road conditions as well. As mentioned earlier, there's a total of around 80,000 miles of highways in the state of Texas. However, you will be able to divide driving in Texas into 2 main categories. They are rural driving in Texas and urban driving in Texas. Urban driving is where you will be driving in the large-scale cities that you can find in Texas. Some of the perfect examples for such large-scale cities include San Antonio and Dallas. In most large-scale cities, the roads are not making any sense. Hence, you might run into frustrating situations as you continue to explore the state by road. This is why you should keep the map or navigation system by your side and continue to drive. Then you will be able to reduce the chances of encountering confusing situations. However, rural driving in Texas can be more interesting. There are 4 major rural areas in Texas. They include South Texas, Panhandle, East Texas, and West Texas. The driving conditions in these rural areas would vary from one to another. However, you will be able to find great highways that can provide all the support you need to go ahead with long drives. If you want to go ahead with a long drive in Texas, you should bring water and some food along with you. That's because you will rarely find places where you can stop and buy them. Greater than read, your pet lonely? 5 best Texas vacation pet-friendly B&Bs. Greater than. Greater than learn about the Crystal River in 7. Texas TV show. There are some popular TV shows shot within the state of Texas as well. If you are planning to go to Texas, it is worthy to figure out what those TV shows are as well. Then you will be able to get yourself familiar with how Texas looks like. One of the most popular TV shows shot in the state of Texas is Fear the Walking Dead. This TV show was originally shot in Los Angeles, but Season 4 and Season 5 were shot in the state of Texas. You will be able to see the uniqueness of Texas as you watch both these seasons of the TV show. Friday Night Lights is a fiction TV show, and it is shot in the state of Texas as well. You will be able to get a better understanding about school football in Texas as you watch this TV show. Another memorable TV show shot within the state of Texas is Lonesome Dove. This TV show was produced based upon a novel written by Mary McMurtry. Greater than read, 5 longest Texas water park slides you need to ride. Greater than. Greater than Wet n Wild Splash Town in El Paso. 8. Travel Texas weather. One of the most important things that you shouldn't ignore as you visit Texas is the weather. You can call Texas as a state that offers different weather conditions. This is why you should figure out the time period of the year, which is offering the most favorable conditions for you to come into the state and have a great time. The best time of the year to visit Texas would be from September to November. The temperature during this time period is not so hot. Therefore, spending time outdoors will not be a major issue. It is true that you can still visit Texas during summer. However, you will have to experience a tropical climate during the summer. If you don't want to get burned under the sun, you should think about visiting Texas after the summer season. However, it is important to be mindful about the cowboy season when you are visiting Texas. If you are planning to spend your time in the Metroplex areas of Texas during the cowboy season, you will end up with spending more money out of your pocket. That's because the hotel prices increase due to the demand. It is also possible for you to think about visiting Texas in between December and February. During these months, you can again find a favorable weather in the state. However, weather during these months are not exceptionally high. Even during the winter, the temperature doesn't rise too much. It stays around 50s and 60s during the winter. Greater than read, top 5 best private golf courses in Texas to visit. Greater than. Greater than learn about the Butterfield Trail Golf Club in El Paso. 9. Is it safe to travel in Texas? Yes, it is safe for you to travel in Texas. Hence, you don't have to worry too much about anything as you continue to explore the state. You will be able to go through a smooth and hassle-free traveling experience as you continue to explore the state. Texas is a state that is even bigger when compared to France. Therefore, you will be able to find many swamps and forests within the state. Even if you are exploring these areas on your own, you don't have to worry too much about your safety. That's because it is generally safe to explore those areas and the crime rate is low. You will need to be mindful about severe weather conditions when you are exploring the dry deserts that are located in the western region of Texas. This is where you will notice how Texas is offering us severe weather. For example, you will have to experience severe dry weather conditions. If you can be prepared for such situations, you will not come across any major issues. Even though San Antonio is a pretty violent city, the crime rates are not alarmingly high. Therefore, people who are staying within the city will not have to worry too much about anything. Most places are safe, and you will be able to meet friendly people. To ensure your own safety, it is better if you can be mindful about the people who pop out of the shadows in order to help you. They might trick you and lead you to scams. Greater than read, 20 best Texas state parks for camping ultimate list. Greater than. Greater than learn about Dinosaur Valley, an interesting state park. 10. Where is the best place to vacation in Texas? Since Texas is a massive state, you should carefully plan the trip before you come. This is why you should understand where is the best place in Texas for you to enjoy your vacation. Since there are numerous fascinating spots to enjoy your vacation in Texas, you will have to deal with an overwhelming situation when you are trying to find a place out of them. That's why we thought of making the life easy for you by sharing the best places to enjoy your vacation in Texas. One of the best places that we can recommend you spend your vacation in Texas would be San Antonio. You will be able to visit downtown San Antonio and have the time of your life. There are numerous open-air dining facilities, specialty shops, and boutique hotels located within San Antonio. On the other hand, you will be able to have a great time when you are exploring the nightlife of San Antonio as well. Keep your expectations high when visiting San Antonio and it will never disappoint you. There are some stunning beaches that you can find in Texas as well. Out of them, Padre Island National Seashore is holding a prominent place. It is surrounded by waters that belong to the Gulf of Mexico. You will be able to find numerous protected treasures as you are exploring here. Since the Padre Island National Seashore is filled with wildlife, you will have to have a great time with bird and animal watching. There is a decent nightlife available for you to explore as well. If you are interested in immersing yourself within the natural beauty of Texas, you will need to visit the Texas Hill Country. You will be able to call this as a place where many different cultures meet with each other. Hence, you can even call it as a melting pot of history within the state. On top of that, you can enjoy amazing cuisine and heritage as you are spending your time here at Texas Hill Country. You will be able to visit the Rock State Natural Area located within Texas Hill Country to get the most out of time you spend along with the nature. This is a perfect area that we can highly recommend for camping and hiking. It is quite popular for fishing and swimming as well. You can also go ahead with wine tasting tours during the time that you are spending at the Texas Hill Country. Greater than read, best small Texas beach towns, top 10 ultimate list greater than. Greater than learn about Matagorda, that is one of the most beautiful beach towns that you can find in Texas. 11. Plan your trip carefully. Since Texas is a massive state, you will come across numerous things to do. However, the time that you can spend in Texas is quite limited. This is why it is important for you to plan your trip before coming all the way to Texas. Then you can make sure that you are not getting overwhelmed by the different experiences that Texas has to offer. You will be able to explore some stunning attractions while you are in Texas. You should make sure that you are not missing out any of them. Careful itinerary planning will be able to help you with this. You should not just focus on the places that you will be visiting. Along with that, you should also figure out how you are going to travel. Likewise, you should plan how you are going to spend each and every day that you are going to spend in Texas. Since you can find all information on the internet, you will not come across any major challenges when you go through the planning process. Greater than read, top 10, Texas beaches that are so gross you could get sick. Greater than learn about the Pleasure Pier. Bacteria concentration is over 104 CFU per 100 milliliters. 12. Find the best hotels to stay in Texas. You should also be careful to locate the best hotels in Texas to stay. There are all sorts of hotels in Texas for you to spend time. However, it is better if you can explore hotels that match with your preferences and reserve them. If you are making plans to travel to Texas during the peak season, you will need to be reserving these hotels ahead of time. That's because the hotel rooms will be sold out due to the large inflow of travelers into the state. At the time of reserving a hotel in Texas, you will need to pay your attention to some important factors such as the location and cost. On top of that, you will also need to check and confirm how easy it is for you to attract tourist attractions from the hotel that you are staying. It is better if you can pick a hotel that is located next to public transportation hubs. Then you will not come across any major issues when you are staying. Some of the best hotels that we can recommend to you are the Stella Hotel, Cavalry Court, and Hotel Alessandra. No matter what hotel you are going to reserve, it is important to carefully go through customer reviews. Then you can get a better picture on what it is like to spend your time in the hotel. Greater than read, 4 amazing, South Padre Island beach camping. Greater than learn about the Edwin King Atwood Park. 13. Keep enough cash along with you. Another important thing you should do when you are traveling in Texas is to keep enough cash along with you. Texas is a state in the United States, which is one of the most developed countries in the world as of now. Due to the same reason, most tourists believe that there is no need to take some extra cash along with them. This fact is not true at all. You will need to keep enough cash along with you as you are exploring Texas. That's because extra cash would come in handy to you during many instances. For example, when you are purchasing goods from the small local department stores, you will come across the need to use cash. There is no need to think twice before you carry some extra cash along with you. Since you will be taking USD, you can even convert them back to your local currency at the end of the trip without encountering any challenges. Make sure that you covered enough money to cash after you land in the country. Even if you are a local, you should withdraw enough cash from an ATM and continue to travel. Greater than read, Texas, 5 free beach camping spots. Greater than learn about the North Beach Campground. 14. Try local cuisine. You shouldn't forget to try local cuisine in Texas as you are spending your time in the state. Texas is a state where you can find an excellent food culture. You will need to make sure that you are getting the most out of that food culture as you spend your time in here. The local food culture you can find in Texas is dominated by barbecue meat and sausage. Since Texas is a state that is bordering Mexico, you will notice how the unique food culture of Mexico has been able to create a major impact on the Texas food culture as well. Therefore, you will be able to experience a variety of Tex-Mex foods during the time that you are spending in here. Texas barbecue is not something that you should forget to experience while you explore Texas. It is made with the best cooking techniques. In fact, the slow cooking technique can deliver a unique and distinctive taste to barbecue. Barbecue is usually served with spicy sausages, sliced onions, pickles, and white bread. Steak and beef is another signature dish that you should try as you are in Texas. You will even notice how steak has been able to create a major positive impact on the barbecue culture that you can find in here. The immigrants who came from Eastern European countries and Germany introduced pork into the food culture in Texas. Therefore, you will be able to find numerous pork dishes in here. Greater than Reed, Texas, 5 free fishing locations. Greater than learn about the Choke Canyon Reservoir. 15. Rent a car. You cannot rely too extensively on public transport as you are exploring Texas. That's why it is worthy for you to think about renting a car. After renting a car, you will get the opportunity to make your life easy as you explore the state. That's because the car you rent will help you to overcome most of your travel-related challenges. People who visit Texas would not just be staying in one city. If you have plans to stay in just one city, there is no need to worry too much about renting a car because you can seek the assistance of the decent public transportation system. But if you are trying to travel around the state and get the best experience, you should be renting a car. The small sections of each and every city that you can find in Texas is walkable. However, you will appreciate the assistance that a car would offer as you are spending your time in here. Renting a car for self-driving would not be something expensive in the state as well. There are numerous rental agencies that can help you with renting a car. Greater than Read, Bucket List, 50 Things to Do in Texas Ultimate Guide. Greater than learn about things to do in Texas during summer. 16. Get ready to experience Southern hospitality. You must have heard about Southern hospitality. It will be possible for you to get a first-hand experience with Southern hospitality and figure out how great it is by moving into Texas. You will need to keep on exploring Texas with an open mindset, so that you can get the best experience that is offered to you by the locals living here in Texas. If you go through news from Texas, you might have to hear some negative news. However, you shouldn't worry too much about them because you will be able to get a completely different perception about life when you are here in the state. You will be able to experience the hospitality of friendly people. They will provide all the support that you need to explore the state and gather a bunch of outstanding memories before you go back. When you compare the friendliness of local people here in Texas along with people from other parts of the country, you will figure out that people in Texas are usually friendlier. They will be able to deliver a warm experience. On the other hand, you will be able to explore how diverse the cities that you can find in Texas are as well. Greater than Read, 20 Best Beach Towns in Texas. Greater than learn why Galveston is one of the best beach towns in Texas. 17. Stock up at Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is the biggest convenience store chain that you can find in the entire world. You will be able to find lots of them in the state of Texas. While you are exploring the state, you can think about stocking up at Buc-ee's. At Buc-ee's, you will be able to find everything you want, so that you can continue to explore the state at your own pace. For example, you can buy sandwiches, tacos, kolaches, and even 120 gas pumps. Even if you come across the need to use a bathroom while you explore Texas, you can get the help of Buc-ee's. They have clean bathrooms. At an average Buc-ee's store, you will be able to find around 83 stalls. Hence, you will never come across a situation where you have to stay in a queue to use the bathroom. There are 25 Buc-ee's stores located within Texas as of now. You will be able to find them usually near the interstate highways. Make sure that you take all these Buc-ee's stores into consideration when you are planning your road trip in Texas. Then you will never come across any issues when you are trying to stock the goods. Greater than Read, 20 Best Bass Fishing Lakes in Texas. Greater than learn about Lake Palestine. That is an excellent location to start if you're wondering how to catch bass in Texas. 18. Don't forget to pack your sunscreen. Regardless of the time that you are planning to visit Texas, you should pack your sunscreen. You will come across the need to engage with numerous outdoor adventures here in Texas. This is another reason on why you should pack your sunscreen. You will be able to keep your skin protected from harmful UV rays of the sun, with the assistance that sunscreen is offering. Therefore, you will get the opportunity to refrain from encountering nasty burns as well. You will find sunny days throughout the year. For example, El Paso is considered as one of the sunniest cities in the entire world. You might even get sunburns when you explore Texas on a cloudy day. Hence, you should not forget to pack your sunscreen before you visit. Make sure that you don't underestimate blazing sun as you come and explore Texas. Greater than read, top 10 rated hotels in Texas you need to visit. Greater than learn about the Four Seasons Resort and Club Dallas. 19. Keep your mosquito repellent ready. You will also encounter the struggle and frustration caused by mosquitoes as you explore Texas. This is why you should think about keeping your mosquito repellent ready at all times. In case if you are going to visit Texas during summer or spring, this is something that you must take along with you. That's because you can usually find mosquitoes all around Texas during the summer season. If you want to spend your time outdoors, you should never forget to take the mosquito repellent in the backpack or pocket. One of the surprising things about mosquitoes in Texas is that there are over 80 types of them. Out of those mosquitoes, a considerable percentage of mosquitoes are larger. It adheres to the popular saying, everything is larger in Texas. Even the mosquitoes that you can find within the state are large when compared to average mosquitoes that you can find in other parts of the world. Greater than read, 10 top rated restaurants in Texas. Greater than learn about the Royers Round Top Cafe. 20. Bring some boots along with you as well. One of the best things about Texas is the unique and adventurous wildlife. You shouldn't ignore the opportunity that you are getting to explore the wildlife in Texas during the time that you spend. However, you should make sure that you are ready to go ahead and explore wildlife in Texas. This is where you should be taking your hiking boots. The wildlife you can see in Texas is filled with stunning and fascinating species. However, you should be mindful about the potential dangers that you will come across. For example, you will come across western diamondback rattlesnakes as you go ahead with hiking trails. This is where boots will be helpful. Before you walk on any outdoor surface where you can find bushes and tall grass, you should put on your boots. Then you will be able to keep yourself protected from the snakes. The snakes are not dangerous until you threaten them. Since you don't know when that would happen, it is better to take care of your own safety with the help of boots. Instead of purchasing boots from Texas, it is worthy to buy them from your hometown and bring along with you. Greater than read, 5 best fishing getaways for couples in Texas. Greater than learn about outdoor fishing adventures by the ocean. Galveston is the best option available out there to consider. Final words. Based on these tips, you can get ready for the trip that you are going to spend in Texas. You will appreciate the time taken to go through these tips and the time that you took to be ready. That's because you will be able to end up with getting numerous amazing experiences as you explore Texas while being prepared for them.